We are live. Hey, we are live. It is June 15th.
Jambo, come and tell.
Hey, Jewel. We want to apologize because we have some technical difficulties. We have some technical difficulties, but I want to introduce my guest for the evening, and we're going to talk about the power of Juneteenth. I have none other than Mama Jewel in the house. And let me just tell you a little bit about Mama Jewel. She is the founder of the West Michigan Jewels of Africa. It's an African drum and dance ensemble that travels the country educating and teaching about African-American history, pride, and tradition. She is also the owner of the One Stop Cultural Shop there on Eastern Street in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where shoppers can acquire various headwraps, dashikis, and all manner of African-themed apparel, trinkets, and flags. In addition to her work in the arts and culture sector, Richardson is also a minister and a community leader. She has been a tireless advocate for social justice and has worked to empower and uplift people from all walks of life. In 2022, Mama Richardson was named WOTV's Remarkable Woman of West Michigan for her outstanding contributions to the community. Mama Jewel, welcome, and thank you so much for gracing the stage.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having this platform.
Absolutely. We have talked before, and every time you have an event, I try to get you on because I think your events are so important for the community, and this one is no exception. So talk to me first about what is that you have in the background? Is that one of your flags?
One of my flags. I have my flag here.
Okay.
My Pan-African flag, of course, but I also have my supporters for the Grand Rapids Community Juneteenth. I have many supporters, the community, but I definitely have the Black Legacy Fund here, which I am from the Community Foundation. They have supported the parade and the celebration that we have coming, 6 years in the making. And also the city of Grand Rapids, of course, you know, your G-Rap logo. I want to make sure you see it, you know, with the water. So that is one of the things. Yes, I also have, I don't have it here, but I also like to show that Juneteenth flag. It's red, white, and blue. Okay. So I like to make sure, as much as I promote the Pan-African flag, the one that I like the best, the one that the Honorable Marcus Garvey
Jewel, you breaking up, and I hope it's not my internet.
Presented to us when no one else in America. It
represents
the red, white, and blue.
Wait, you got to repeat
the Honorable Marcus Garvey. The Honorable Marcus Garvey was gracious enough to present all of African descendants, but African Americans especially, the red, black, and green Pan-African flag, which unites us all as one. And that was presented long before Juneteenth came, you know, where it came about, where Juneteenth had its own flag. Mr. Haight, he was an educator. He came up with the Juneteenth flag in I want to say about 1987. He presented it to America, but the Pan-African flag was given to us by the Honorable Marcus Garvey in a time where we were tormented as slaves here in America, listening to things like everyone has a flag but the coon. So in retaliation and in standing up for us, we were given the red, black, and green flag. So oftentimes Juneteenth is associated with that. But we did have a professor in the 1980s present also a specific Juneteenth red, white, and blue flag. And it is, I have it on here. I normally have the big one, but I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. See that little flag on the front of this? And it's a red. It has a star. It has a star on it. It's blurry. So
yes,
I'm not able to show it. Let me think. I'm not the most techiest with it. But you see, it's a red, blue, and white flag. So that is an Americanized concept and representation. So we have accepted and adopted that flag as well. But you will always see during Juneteenth that it is really about Africa. So the Pan-African flag, you'll always see the red, black, and green colors demonstrated in pride during what is referred to as Jubilee, or the second American independence, which is Juneteenth.
Okay. I got some questions, but before you go, I think we got some comments. Let's just get them up real quick. We got some people that, Alopecia Penny Jones says, good evening, Sandra. Hi, Miss Penny. Miss Penny drops in faithfully, and I so appreciate her. Thank you, Penny, for dropping in. I know do appreciate you, and maybe you could come on down to the events this weekend. Jewel's going to tell us all about those weekends, and then we got Madeline Yala, and I always seem to butcher her name. I hope Madeline. Oh my gosh, she said, "Oh yes, my birthday is on Juneteenth. Which one is that? Saturday? This Saturday,
Monday.
Anyway, so okay, Monday is Juneteenth. Wait, what is this? Is it Monday?
It is Monday, actually, June 19th.
We're going to celebrate on Saturday, correct?
Most people, oftentimes in the larger cities, they will celebrate starting the Friday weekend. If it falls around during the weekday, you'll have that in a lot of the larger cities. So they'll make it like a Juneteenth weekend.
Okay, Madeline is saying yes. And she's saying, also Malika said, hey, ladies, my birthday is Monday. So she's saying, her birthday is Monday too. So, happy Juneteenth on y'all's birthday. So
celebrate. Juneteenth.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that they tune in so they can learn all about the birthday circle.
Say again, because you broke up. You broke up on my end. What'd you say? You hope they tune in?
I was hoping that they'll tune in so they can learn about. So they can learn about the birthday circle that is in tradition of our culture, where we bring you into the circle and everybody rains down on you and sings as many birthday tributes as they can, and they bless you. And that is in tradition and in the African culture. So we want to bring all those things back around, and maybe someone will introduce them to that. And if not, they can get in touch with Mama Jewel, and I'll make sure somebody in their family knows exactly how to do it
right. Okay. Madeline is saying thank you. Malika is too. They're excited. Okay, so I want to get to the subject, the power of Juneteenth. Why is Juneteenth powerful? Or, tell us a little bit about the history. And I know you just filled with all kind of historical knowledge. So spill some knowledge on us. And I hope the internet continues to.
You all, but can you hear me? You can see me. I can see you.
I got you.
Yes, I can. I can see. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, talk to us about the power of Juneteenth. Why is that key for us as African Americans and all people for that matter? But why is it, what is it about Juneteenth? Talk to us a little bit about the history and why it's important.
Maybe I can.
And we still having our technical issues. You there? Mama Jewel,
okay, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you
Talk
now
to us
loud and
about
clear.
the power of Juneteenth. Talk to us about the power of Juneteenth. Why it's important? Why is that important for us?
It is important for us to come together and unite and celebrate of the hard work that it took for us to become free. And we know that we are not totally free in America, but that at least we have made a step to where we can collectively come together, celebrate, and strategize about our future. We write the narrative. Juneteenth is for us, by us. So we write the narrative of the celebration. We give praise to the military who came and let us know that.
Wait, back up.
It had been 2 years earlier where this information had been held up from us, but that they took time.
No, back up.
That the Emancipation Proclamation had to be enforced through the 13th Amendment.
Jewel, can you hear me? Woo. Can you hear me?
I flipped over. You're breaking up on me, Miss Sandra. I flipped over from where?
You're breaking up. Yes. I want you to talk to us about, go back a little further, talk about history. A lot of people don't even know what Juneteenth is. This is frustrating, but I'm gonna chalk this up to internet because I have a decent signal. Jewel probably has, maybe Jewel has a decent signal as well, but Nova says my connection is unstable. Lovely, just lovely. Jewel, can you hear me?
Because you're breaking up on me too, and I'm like, you were not breaking up.
I don't even know how to hardwire for you know how it says you should consider plugging up your Wi-Fi. I don't even know how to do that. Do they even have Wi-Fi plugs anymore?
You're breaking up on me too.
Okay. So let's talk slower. Maybe that'll help. I want to talk about, can you hear me?
Oh, you said your thing is telling you Wi-Fi. I'm just not touching anything.
Yeah, you are you there still? Because you are totally frozen for me. Let me ask anybody.
So you're saying that you can't. Oh, see now.
Huh? I think my signal is, it says my connection. It says my connection is good. Oh, Madeline is answering. Yeah. She says, this is what I was asking. It was celebrated back in 1863 or 1865, the freedom of the slaves. A lot of the slaves had nowhere, so they were left. Why some were left? Okay, I hear you, Madeline. Thank you. That's what I was getting at. Can you hear me, Jewel? Can you hear me?
Yes, that 250,000 had to be told that they were free. Yes, I can hear you. And also, many were left. They didn't know what they were going to do when they didn't know what freedom really meant. So they were definitely, it was not just a time to celebrate, go in the streets and just party. It was strategy. You had to find your family who had been lost. You had to figure out what you were going to eat. You had to figure out where you were going to go and what was going to be next. So in 1865, it started in 1863. It's just that the news did not get to the people until 1865. And that isn't everyone. That was over 250,000 slaves that were left still enslaved in Texas. So yes, the finality of the Emancipation Proclamation being implemented was through Texas, but it was for all of us throughout the United States, really, because there are still pockets of people who are enslaved in America that look like me.
Oh, yes, it is.
Even and with the
we all know,
even with the, so it's a great thing. Everyone has jumped on the bandwagon. It's like jumping on a moving train. So it is now a federal holiday. So a lot of people are wanting to learn and the word is getting out. But I think as a group of African people, African American, Black, whatever you refer to yourself as, which really we are African, it is an African holiday, Independence Day of freedom. And as Pan-African, we can all come together and celebrate and unite as one in a display of pride, progress, respecting the past, but definitely celebrating the progress that we are definitely going to make in the future for change and positivity and unity, defining ourselves, creating our own finance and sticking to it, cooperative economics, really following all the 7 principles of Kwanzaa during our Juneteenth celebration and life.
Okay. So are you there still? You there? I got okay, now my signal is unstable. Lord have mercy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's probably my signal. I wouldn't doubt it. Says it's fairly my signal is going from unstable to fairly good and is flip-flopping. Can you hear me, Jewel? This is frustrating, but I want to continue this conversation. Madeline says that was the benefit. Oh, so Jewel, we lost Jewel. So her signal was not strong enough. She'll probably come back in because I want to finish the conversation. But in the meantime, I have this conversation with Madeline. She said there was a benefit for the white man. It was told to the slave for many reasons. One, a lot had nowhere to go. Yes. Excuse me. And a lot of them were left to be sharecroppers. That's true. We were talking about Juneteenth. We're talking about, wait, Jewel, come on back in. We're talking about Juneteenth, the event that we celebrate in the United States. It's a federal holiday. And the history behind Juneteenth, as Madeline was saying, the slaves were granted their freedom in 1863, but the word took 2 years to get to the slaves. And by the time the word did get, spontaneous celebration broke out throughout, at least in the general area in Texas, and then throughout, I guess, the remainder of the United States. And we have celebrated Juneteenth consistently since that time, and with varying degrees of success. Probably, I would say, Madeline, you still here, Malika, if you're here, or Penny, if you have a comment on it, I would say probably in the last 20 years, it has gained some notoriety. I don't know when it was legalized as a holiday in the United States. Maybe you got Google there. I was looking for Mama Jewel to educate us. Madeline is saying yes. Until Mama Jewel comes back in, I definitely wanted to just show this event. I'm going to do a screen share. She has a Juneteenth Freedom Parade. Let me see. Where's my phone? Let me see if she can. I don't see her calling, so I'm thinking, Mama Jewel, come on back in because we want you to tell us about this Freedom Parade. So it looks like there's going to be a parade. The parade is going to end up at the Dickinson Buffer Park. And so you need to get in contact with Miss Jewel. This document, or this flyer that I'm showing here, maybe I just put it on my Facebook as well, gives Mama Jewel's contact information if you want to contact her to participate, or if you just want to go down there. We're encouraging many people to go down there. It says if you'd like to contribute a talent, this was yesterday when they posted this. If you'd like to contribute a talent, a hands-on interactive project, a cultural enrichment, provide an educational and community awareness presentation, share local community engagement events, please reach out to Mama Jewel at 616-633-8148 for this event that's happening on Saturday. I don't see. Oh yeah, Saturday is right there at the top. Hello. Saturday, June 9th. Wait a minute. That's not June 9th. I'm sorry. See, I wish she was here. This is Monday. The Freedom Parade is apparently on Monday. Mama Jewel must be having some technical difficulties because Madeline is saying you'll tell your family. Thank you, Madeline. I am going to share this on my Facebook page, do a reshare on my page, so at least people can connect with this. Her event is usually on Saturday, and like she is not coming back in. So anyway, I wanted to continue to have the conversation of the power of Juneteenth, but Mama Jewel is not available. She's having some difficulty. And it says my connection is unstable as well. So maybe it's just not the night for us to tell it. But anyway, I'm going to share it on my page. And I hope that you guys will get in contact with Mama Jewel or Dana or Dana. She will also, she can put you in touch with people. This is important. Because if we don't celebrate ourselves, nobody's going to celebrate us. It's just the way it is. So hold on, she's coming back. Let me see.
I'm gonna play like I know a little bit about this computer and get back in. I see that I've dipped all the way out some kind of way.
You back in, Jewel, and I appreciate it. So tell us about this event that's happening on Monday. I thought it was happening on Saturday. But this event is happening on Monday. I'm going to do another screen share. Talk to us about this event real quick.
Monday. I always choose the actual day.
Okay.
I always choose the actual day, Monday, June 19th, 2023. The parade will start at 12 o'clock noon, and we'll march about 1.5 miles to our park where we'll have our opening celebration. This is the third year for the parade. This is our Jubilee Parade of freedom, Black excellence, Black pride. And we have enormous ceremony set from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. It starts with what we would consider our standards. We want to make sure that our youth know our Negro national anthem. Some people call it Lift Every Voice and Sing. Somehow we have lost that in the generations, and we want to implement that back. Everything we do for Juneteenth is going to be black, 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 black. It is African. It is power to the people. So we will be doing all that you think represents us. Yes, we'll be doing the head wrapping. We'll be doing the double Dutch. We'll also be doing braiding. We'll have our fashions, but we'll have our education. We have a panel that goes on marriage, the power of Black families staying together in America in spite of the challenges. So we'll have a panel on that, as well as many giveaways, prizes, and things to that. But we are really there. We have an ancestral altar. So we will represent all of the people who we've lost. We'll invite them to the celebration and educate on how important that is for us as a community to remember the shoulders which have paved the way, whose shoulders we stand upon. So we have that going on.
So this is, wait a minute, this is Monday, June 19th.
Yes.
And the parade is going to start at what time?
At noon, high noon, as we say. And each year the parade has grown. So this year it'll be starting at Hall and Eastern Avenue, the 1200 block of Hall Street Southeast. Okay. And it'll travel down past our only Black liquor store. And I know people say, oh, it's a liquor store. Yes, Black people do sell liquor. It is called a business. It's the only one we have in our city. So we'll travel past that, and we'll go down to Dickinson Buffer Park and we'll just have a great time right there at Dickinson Buffer Park, 1635 Linden Street, Southeast. I like to say 49507 Grand Rapids, Michigan doesn't make no junk. I'm a 49507 baby, and many of us have survived in Grand Rapids being the second worst place in America for African Americans to live, survive, and thrive. So we have did it. We are here out representing, saying that we deserve a place. We have a place. We have helped to create this city, and we are going to enjoy the hard work that you and many others have did to help Grand Rapids.
Hold on, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I see you. I just don't hear you.
Can you hear me?
So yes. Okay.
You breaking up again. Can you hear me?
So we are in. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
What
were you saying about the children?
Inviting the children to come out and enjoy. We're inviting them to come out. We're saying bring your children out so they can strut their stuff. They can hold flags. They can learn about flags. We're asking all the 50 countries that as well. And we have some groups that's coming out to process. We have the Spirit of Africa that will lead us. We also have Kungana, the African Drum and Dance group up out of Flint, Michigan, will come and grace the stage, as well as the Maestro Chosen, who will play the keys for us. So we have great entertainment. I have great speakers, as I say, and a lot of resources. We have a speaker, Miss Malika, coming to speak on mental illness, how that is real in the Black community. So we're using this as a form of celebration and resources. We have people who have donated items. So if you're in need, we also have Grand Valley State that is with Western Jews of Africa and donates the plants for the agricultural part that we have there at the event every year. So if you're into gardening,
hello, Jewel, you breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yes, I see you, Miss Sandra, coming back in.
You back in. Okay, so once again, the parade starts at Hall in Eastern at noon high, and then you go down to the Buffer Park where from 1 to 7 there will be festivities. Can you hear me? You breaking up again. Hello. Jewel. Oh my gosh. I think you might get kicked out. I hope you don't get kicked out again. I'm trying to verify the times of your event on Monday. Madeline is saying Hall and Madison. Is it Hall and Madison or Hall and Eastern? We can hear you, but not your guess. Oh, Phil is saying we can hear you. Jewel, honey, your sometimes your signal is we can hear you, but not your guess. Okay. Well, that means I'll keep talking if Jewel's not there. Jewel, can you hear me? Okay, Jewel. So you are the one breaking up, and you there? tell me, is it Hall in Madison or is it Hall in Eastern? Can you, Jewel?
I can hear you.
Yeah, but we can't hear you, dear. Penny says Hall in Eastern.
Yeah.
It's Hall in Eastern?
I figure
No, you are breaking up.
One thing about Juneteenth, this gives you an opportunity to come and dress in your best.
No.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me? We can't really make it out. Speak slower. It's Hall in Eastern, correct? If they can see the map, they can see it starts at Hall in Eastern.
Get a little something. I want to make sure they see this. They say dress.
Well, I'm going to also post
to celebrate.
Tell her to text.
I want Jubilee Day.
You can
forward to you. Jubilee
Day. Oh Lord, hold on. Let me move this. Jubilee Day. Yeah, your signal is not coming through. And it could be, you know what, I was told that that when you try to get on during prime time, Miss Mosley getting on, she said, "Happy Juneteenth." Thank you, sweetie. It looks like Adrian Mosley. I'm looking at her icon. Yeah, that's Adrian. Oh, we lost Jewel again. So I don't know if she's going to be able to come on, but we are past our time. I'm going to repost the flag, or not the flag, the flyer that she has. So it says devices not connected. Jewel, you're not coming on, sweetie. So this has been Mama Jewel and Passion Speak. She's talking her passion, and we are very sorry that our connection, we had technical difficulties. It just happens, you know. I guess it shows grace if I don't throw something, because I do feel like throwing something. But anyway, but I'm gonna post something on my Facebook page so that you guys can at least know where the event is. Jewel, you back on? She's coming back in slowly. We're gonna wrap it up because we don't want to keep the people too long. We appreciate anybody who dropped in and watched for us. But Juneteenth, please participate wherever you are. You may be in the country. Acknowledge Juneteenth, because you know we are very fortunate, just very fortunate to have African history to tell us. There's Jewel again, just to tell us about our rich history. So, Miss Jewel, we're gonna call it a day, because our signal is very weak. So thank you, everyone. Madeline, I appreciate you. Adrian, Penny, Phil, Malika, thank you guys, and others who chose not to speak. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for everything. We appreciate you for being consistent and supporting. And so watch for me. I'm gonna put that flyer up on my page so you can know where the parade is starting and how it's going to go, Buffer Park and all that. So we'll see everyone later. This has been Passion Speak, where we give those with a passion a platform to speak. Love you guys. Bye-bye.